morning, everybody. It is Saturday, December 7th. My name is Karen, and this is BobbleHeadKnits, the Vlogmas edition. So, welcome. It's going to be a little bit longer episode today because I am going to do State of the Stash, and I've got a few little, call them acquisitions, even though they're not technically. Okay, well, one of them is. All right, let's go. So, first thing, let's talk about my advent, my stitch marker advent. That's from the Regular Goose in the UK. And we're on day 7. So let's see what we got here. It's a bit later than usual. It's about 9:15 in the morning. I went for a walk, I got some coffee, I went and visited Atticus, my grandson, and oh my God, this is beautiful. I don't know what this is, but it's gorgeous. It looks like a gear. Look at that. Can you see it? Yeah, that's a fun stitch marker. Guess it could be a sun also if you take out the middle thing, but we're gonna say it's a gear. All right, add that to my bag. And Regular Goose is on Etsy, and I've linked the shop below so you can see all of her merchandise. All right, Advent knitting. Let's see, we'll start with the Freckled Whimsy socks. So I got a little ahead of myself on both of them, so you might see a little bit of today's, I guess, round. But I have not really done today's knitting. It just yesterday, it was where I ended. So I got the DK Weight Serendipity DK, and I'm knitting these 56 stitches. And there we are. Oh, these are fraternal twins. Sorry, I'll just stick all of the ends that are not yet woven into the sock so you can get a clear shot of it. All right, there they are. So I'm keeping up. I think I'm probably gonna have to jump ahead at some point this week to do the heel, because I won't be able to do the heel while I'm working because that's a little bit more than I can do without looking. So I probably will jump ahead on that one. All right, next up, my Christmas, well, okay, it's not Christmas, it's my Someone to Write Gnome About gnome. Very close on the hat, but not quite there because I only did like 2 rows yesterday. So there it is. This is a Imagine Landscape pattern, and I'm knitting it in mustache yarn. And this was the mystery knit along in September, and I had everything, I just didn't cast on. So I made it into one of my advents. So I'm gonna finish that hat today. I've just decided that will be high on the list. All right, next up are my other Christmas socks. These are supposed to be a Christmas gift, but I don't know that they're gonna be that, will end up being a Christmas gift. They may just stay with me. So I went ahead yesterday and cast on the second sock because I felt like I was getting second sock syndrome where I was just never going to get it done. So I did do a little bit of knitting on the first sock, so I'll show you both of them. They're not equal. There they are. And I basically knit on the second sock right from there to there. So I've done the turn, I'm now on the decreases on the gusset, and then I have this lovely second rib. All right, that's a nice rib sock by Glennisea. So I've decided that I really should never, ever just cast on one sock. I should cast on both at the same time. And I know better because I have one sock on another pattern over there that I did not finish. And I need to finish it, but it won't get finished until next year. All right, I'm knitting that with the holiday or the Christmas offering from last year from James Makes Wool in 64 stitches. Yeah, the Freckled Whimsy is a DK weight rib sock from Summerlee's sock project book. All right, and then the Brig project, I only did like one round on this, so you're not gonna notice a difference, but yeah. And I'm also not going to get to split for the sleeves on this weekend. I'm running out of time. So this is my Sunday, so I go back to work tomorrow. So yeah, probably not. Yeah, I guess I did a little bit more than one round, maybe 3 rounds. But basically I was where Santa Bear is, done that one. So yeah. And this is the Dustland Sweater by Stephen West. It's for my husband. It might be next year's Christmas. It's not gonna be this year's Christmas. Okay, I'm aiming for our anniversary, which is in February, so it's okay. All right, so that's it as far as WIPs. And then let's move into acquisitions. All right, hang on. I need to... should I do acquisitions? Yeah, I'll do acquisitions first. Okay, I got a couple things. First of all, I won a prize from Mandy Von Knits. Mandy, thank you very much for hosting. If you don't follow Mandy, you should. She does a pattern drawing every episode. And all you have to do to enter is leave her a comment. And I won. So I chose the Thistlethorn pullover, which is actually a pattern that I got from Mandy, or I learned of this pattern because of Mandy, because she also during her episode shows patterns that she's either found on her own or other people have like picked it as a prize. And so I've picked the Thistlethorn pullover, and I will post a picture somewhere here, I don't know where, so you will see what it is. And it's by Lavanya Patricia Sella. I'll put that down there too. So it's a beautiful sweater. Color changing yarn is what they recommend. I think it was Spin Cycle yarn is what the pattern was originally written up for. And I do have some of that, but I also have a lot of just color changing yarn, like, you know, like random skeins here and there. So yeah, we'll see what I do with it. But I love that sweater. I think it would be a really nice addition to my wardrobe. I will make it longer. I think this is more of a crop design. Look, I'm gonna be 60 soon. And crops and me, no, not happening. So I'll make it longer. All right, hang on, coffee. All right, next up, state of the stash. Oh wait, I forgot. I have another acquisition. This is an actual acquisition that I made, but it is not knitting related, but I have to show you. And I'm pretty sure that it's safe to show you. And I bought 2 of these, one for my house and one for a stocking stuffer for Atticus's house. So Atticus, for those of you who are new here, Atticus is my 20-month-old grandson. And we need to talk about Atticus in a bit more so. But Atticus lives 3 doors down, basically. And I say that because there's a street dividing us, but he's basically catty corner that way to us. So we see him just about every day, and he he is just like the center of the universe right now. All right, I fell for one of those Instagram ads, okay? All right, hang on. Don't, here it goes. Ready? There's Atticus. Atticus on a ornament. So this company will take the picture that you send and, well, you set it up like on their website and then they print it out. They must do like 3D printing. I don't know what, but yeah, they printed this and I got 2 of them. The glare is really making it hard for you to see. So I'm just gonna stick it right up there. There's Addie. There's Addie. I absolutely love this. I wish, there, that's better. So, Mr. Elf Atticus, the picture was, we were in Rome this summer and we went to the Trevi Fountain, which if you've gone to Rome, if you know Rome, the Trevi Fountain, good luck getting within like a foot of that thing. But my stepson took Atticus right up to the fountain and basically baptized him in it. Yeah, I'm not kidding. He stuck his head in it. And so afterwards there's like police everywhere so that people can't get in the fountain. But my stepson just like, literally, like, it was super hot. It was very, like, Atticus was hot, we were all hot, but he stuck his head in the fountain. And so afterwards he was sitting in his stroller, being the little king that he is, and he was in this phase where he would say, "Oh wow," like that. And he was saying that, and I happened to catch it on film. He was not wearing the self costume, but he was sitting in the stroller, and I caught it. And so when I saw this ornament, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's my ornament." So yeah, okay. I spent way too much money on 2 of these plastic ornaments, but they are so adorable. I love them. And yeah. Okay, I'm not going to link to the company that got these for us because they will spam you, and the price is it was ridiculous. Like, I'm sure I could have gotten these cheaper elsewhere. I could have made my own, honestly, but that's okay. I mean, they're just so fun. So I'm going to give one to my husband in his stocking and one to my stepson and daughter-in-law. So, all right. I don't think anyone watches this, and my husband's actually has seen them because I opened them yesterday and I was like, oh my God, this is the best. I was like, oh wow. So, yes, okay. I'll just put Atticus away. All right, acquisitions. All right, I closed my computer. I don't know why I closed my computer, because the whole reason my computer is out is that I can do State of the Stash. Shauna, hi Shauna. Shauna, it's Shauna's Stitches. I don't know if she originated State of the Stash, but I basically stole the idea from her. Thank you, Shauna, for letting me steal it. She does it so much better than I do. I mean, she does a whole episode called State of the Stash, and she is so together about it, where I'm like throwing out random numbers. I don't even know if these numbers are legit or not. Okay, hang on, let me get back to where the numbers are. So these are my November numbers, and I'm not going to get too far into detail. I'm just going to keep this short and sweet. So the number of skeins that I had on November 1st was 421.58, because I do count partial skeins. The number of skeins that I ended with in November, 420.43. Woohoo! Don't ask me to tell you what I started with at the beginning of the year, and if that number is lower or higher. I actually can't tell you, but yeah. we won't talk about it. Okay, so I made 2 things. I finished 2 things in November. I did Atticus's little Christmas sweater, and I did a hat, Oslo hat for a gift, and then I had 2 50-gram balls of Knit Picks Felice come in, so into the stash. So I had stash go out, I had stash come in, but I still ended up with less in than out. So good month overall. December's not going to be good, I can tell you now. I mean, it would be if I finished the sweater and all the other knitting. I'll probably finish 3 of the 4 projects I currently have that I've been showing you, but that sweater's not going to get done. But when I finish that sweater, it's going to be amazing stats. So, all right. I will end the year with, I don't know, I most likely will end the year with more yarn in than out. Happens. I've done State of the Stash now for, I think, a whole year or almost a year. And I'll probably continue to do it, but I probably will not be setting limits on myself as far as no buy or low buy or whatever. I just will try to be more intentional with my purchases. But we'll talk about all that kind of stuff later because, yeah. This is supposed to be Vlogmas. It's supposed to be fun. Okay. It's supposed to be fun, damn it. Okay. Let's go on to life stuff. I did bake yesterday. I made a lovely salad for lunch. It was great. It was a chopped wedge salad, so had bacon in it. It was good. I baked a cake, a lemon pound cake, and I'm going to show you a picture of it, and it looks beautiful. It did not taste so great. I use New York Times Cooking in the app and the recipes, and I just put in there lemon poppy seed pound cake, and it came up with the recipe, and I didn't read the recipe ahead. Well, it was the wrong recipe. The recipe I usually make is not this one, and this one was low sugar. The only sweetener in it was honey. It was not, I did not like it. My husband was like, oh, this is good. I'm like, no, this is not the lemon poppy seed pound cake, or pound cake? No, bundt cake. So I'm gonna remake it probably next week. I don't feel like making it today. I also don't have enough flour to make it. So my husband is going to take that pound cake that I made, which is not the best, and he's gonna make a bread pudding. Bread pudding is what he's making. So it will be fine. It will, you know, it's edible. It's just not up to my standards. So yeah, kind of felt like I failed a little. Okay. Other things. Did I do anything yesterday? I didn't really do anything yesterday. I knit and I cooked and that was it. I did watch some more Killing Eve, and Killing Eve, I think, is on, well, we're watching on Netflix. I don't know what it's really on, but yeah. Didn't read anything. I've fallen into a reading slump, but I should tell you that I'm ending the year really strong. I don't have it. It's over there. I threw my iPad on the ground, or over behind me on my knitting. But I ended GOODREADS, or I will end GOODREADS, way above the 52 books that I had set for my goal for this year, so I'm not too worried about my reading slump right now. But I do kind of need to get out of the reading slump. I just have not had a lot of time to read, and then the books are just not captivating me, I guess. So hopefully we'll have a big snowstorm or something. I'll be able to spend a day sitting on the couch just reading. I don't know. All right. Today is my Sunday, like I said, and oh, back it up. Rewind. Okay. So the other day I was talking about Atticus being over here and Atticus babbling, and we didn't know what he was saying, and he threw a little bit of a tantrum because we couldn't understand him and da-da-da. So that left the impression that Atticus is having speech issues. Atticus is not having speech issues. He is right on track. But he is 20 months, so most 20-month-olds, when they're talking, you're like, what is this child saying? So we're at that stage. So I really appreciate so many people reached out and were like, oh, speech therapy will do wonders. I'm like, we're not quite there yet. We're not going to be there. He is progressing fine. So, and that's not a grandma in denial, because he really is doing fine. And one day maybe Atticus will be over here and we'll do a little bit of a Atticus live, but until then we just have Atticus the elf. Okay. Yeah, but thank you. There were a few people, Karen at Recreational Knitter, who is a speech therapist, by the way, but no, we're not at that stage. I was just talking about how, toddlers, when they're at a certain stage, you're like, no clue what this kid is saying. We're in the middle of that stage, and he's funny because there are certain words for sure what he's saying. Other words you're like, I have no idea what that is. So, and that's when I think he gets frustrated when we don't know what it is. So, and he also likes to use the same 2 words for everything. So right now, Santa is Dada. Yeah, milk is mama. But he's way past the breastfeeding stage. He will go up to the refrigerator and point at it and say, Mama. So, all right, that's fine. Little elf is doing fine. I may just have to keep this out year round because that is adorable. There's Addie. All right. Trying to wrap this up. All right, I will be back. Oh, there goes a car that needs a muffler bad. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to go. I have to do a little bit of cleaning, but otherwise, the only thing I have going today is some knitting. So, knitting and hanging out. So, I will talk to you all in the morning. Have a great Saturday. Bye.